We are back on. There is a verdict for the Lori Vallow Daybell trial. I put a poll at the top. I'm sure every single person is going to say yes, she is going to be found guilty. I think so too. That would mark 3 out of 3 trials guilty. And in the second one and the third one, she was her own lawyer, and she never called any witness for herself, which is just a horrible move on her part. But I think that everybody that she knew only has bad things to say, so it wouldn't have helped her. But it definitely was noticeable when the state would end, and then she says to the jury, "Oh, I'm not going to call anybody." It's not normal. And this one, she's been getting really testy with the judge. She definitely had been under a lot of stress, I think, because her happy and calm demeanor and how loving she is and all the things that she was using to describe herself as definitely was shining through her true colors as she was raising her voice to the judge, being argumentative, not listening to when she would be saying certain statements, or even for her closing argument, she kept saying things that she wasn't allowed to say. She kept testifying, if you will, on her behalf. And it basically led that her closing arguments, almost 90% of it, was not allowed to be used because she was testifying. So, yeah, this third one has been really bad for her. And I think it went worse than the second one. The second one, obviously, she was found guilty. So, we got movement. Now, keep in mind, she's already going to be in prison for the rest of her life for being guilty of killing her 2 children. She was found guilty of killing her husband or ex-husband. They weren't exactly divorced yet, but it was going that way. So this verdict doesn't do anything for her. She will be in prison till she dies. She was saying, though, that for this trial and for the last one, she really wanted to show the inmates that she was in jail or prison with that they have a right to a speedy trial and they can demand certain things, and so she was doing that for them. Yeah. Doing things for people she doesn't know, and killing her 2 children. I mean, she is something else. Now, with this saying verdict is in, they have 30 minutes to get to the courtroom. It's been going for okay, so it's almost been 12 minutes. So almost halfway there. We should see people start trickling in the next few minutes. And then, of course, jury will be called in last. They do have their mics turned off at this point since nobody's been in there. But when audio kicks in, let me know if you need it louder or quieter. In case you didn't watch the other trials that she was in, if she is getting the guilty verdict, do not be surprised if she has no reaction, because she does not react. Even in the one that was whether she murdered her children or not, she didn't cry. There was nothing. On a different note, in 11 days ish, June 23rd, Monica Cementelli gets sentenced. I am so excited for that. I will be up bright and early. We will not miss any of it. Been waiting for it. Fabio's sisters are flying in for that. They didn't go to the Christopher Austin sentencing because they knew they wanted to be there for Monica's. So it's going to be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see if the girls, their daughters, will say anything in front of the courtroom. If they'll be just as hard on her as they were Christopher Austin, or if they're still kind of on her side. It's something going to be interesting. We have about 12 minutes to go till everyone is supposed to be in there. And there she is, walking into the room with a big smile. I was just double checking. Their audio is still off. Oh, here it comes.
All rise to the jury.
All right, the jury is present. Everyone can be seated. Do we have a foreperson? Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes.
Will you hand the verdict to my courtroom assistant? All right, the clerk will read and record the verdict.
In the Superior Court of the State of Arizona, in and for the County of Maricopa, State of Arizona versus Lori Daybell, CR 2022-00-1242-001. Verdict count 1. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn in the above entitled action upon our oaths, do find the defendant, Lori Daybell, as to the crime of count 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder occurring on or about October 2nd, 2019, as follows. Guilty. Signed, foreperson. Are these your true verdicts, so say you one and all?
Yes.
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 All right, on the court's own motion, I'll ask the clerk to poll the jury.
Juror number 1, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 2, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 4, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 5, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 6, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 8, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 9, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 12, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 13, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 15, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
All right, members of the jury, I'm going to excuse you at this time. I have one more legal issue I need to resolve before you can be released from the admonition. So please just hang tight in the jury room for what's hopefully a few minutes, and then we will let you know if we need your further service. So please retire to the jury room, and please, the admonition still applies.
All rise to the jury.
Please be seated. The jury is no longer present. And aggravation phase, we're prepared to proceed with. I'll ask the defendant. Yesterday, you indicated you didn't want to proceed with that and you would rather admit those aggravators. Is that still your desire?
I will still stipulate, Your Honor, even though I object to having an aggravator phase at all.
Okay, so the state has alleged this is a dangerous offense. Do you understand? And the state has also alleged that this particular crime that you've been found guilty of involved the use or of an accomplice. Is that the extent of the aggravators that you want to prove up?
To the jury, yes, that's all we were going to ask to do.
All right. So, Ms. Daybell, do you understand you have the right to have a jury decide whether or not those aggravators are proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
I do understand that.
And do you understand that by admitting those aggravators or stipulating to them that you'd be waiving your right to have a jury do that?
Correct.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you in any way to get you to waive that right to have a jury decide those two issues?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to waive that right to have a jury decide those two factors?
No.
Are you waiving those factors of your own free will?
Yes.
The court finds and do you in fact stipulate that this was a dangerous offense?
I do stipulate to that fact.
And do you also stipulate that this particular crime would have involved did involve the use of a presence or use of an accomplice?
I will stipulate to that fact as well.
The court finds those to be knowingly, voluntarily, intelligently entered into stipulation. The court will find that those do exist as a legal determination. I'll order a pre-sentence report be prepared on both cases.
Can I waive a pre-sentence report and try to move up sentencing?
No, we're going to have one prepared. Let me ask the state, as far as the state's presentation and how many people might speak at sentencing, do you have an estimated time?
Your Honor, 1 second. Your Honor, because we are sentencing both cases together at the same time to be safe, if we could block off a couple hours, because there are obviously next of kin and victims from both cases. It
All
may
right.
be less than that, but I'd think to be safe, if we could do that.
All right, this courtroom is going to be taken over by Judge Myers in a week and a half, but he is out the whole week of July 28. So this courtroom would be vacant. We could use this courtroom. So I can do it pretty much any day that
One
week.
Second, I think that.
Your Honor, is that more than 30 days? Doesn't it have to be within 30 days?
It is more than 30 days.
And I think because we do have people flying in, they would prefer a Friday. I don't know if August 1st.
I can also do it Friday, July 25th.
I know that's close on a couple of their schedules. Let me just make sure they're able to fly here. Your Honor, the 25th of July would also work.
All right. Does the Defendant want to be heard on a sentencing date?
Do I want to be heard?
On a sentencing date, yeah.
Do I want to speak on sentencing day?
No,
Is that what
I
you're
meant,
asking me?
Do you want to be heard on what
The
date?
timing?
Yeah, what date I should set this for?
Yes, I would like it to be within 30 days, if possible.
All right. The soonest available is July 25th. I'll set it from 9 a.m. to noon, just to be safe, on July 25th in this same courtroom. Anything else?
Can you do anything about the timing of me being transported after that?
Actually, I would like the county attorney and/or the sheriff's office. I don't know if I need to make specific orders on the record regarding transferring back to Idaho. I don't know what the interstate agreement was on having her transported here.
It was immediately after, but I think they have up to 30 days to pick me up. That's why I wanted the sentencing to be moved up, because they still have 30 days after that.
Okay.
If there's
so
something you can do about that.
I guess what I'm requesting from any party, either side or the sheriff's office, is what particular language people are looking for in order to accomplish that transfer.
I will reach out to our extraditions.
All right. All right, so we will be at recess. All right, thank you.
Yeah, he's not here.
And there we have it. Sounds like sentencing's going to be July 25th. I didn't realize that they're doing sentencing for the second trial and this one at the same time. Man, she was walking in and walking out looking just fine. She's smiling and talking right now. She is a piece of work. The camera kept going to Brandon, who is lucky to be alive. Unfortunately, as we know, there are several other people that are not because of her. She's something else. So yeah, for the second trial and the third trial sentencing, there's going to be a lot of people that read victim impact statements. So it is going to be a long day. Lori was concerned about getting it in under 30 days. I know she said about transportation, but she was like that in the second trial too. She was very pushy that if it was over 30 days, that would impede on her rights. So I think there's multiple things going on with that and why she's being pushy. We will be here for that all. I want to know what you guys think. Do we think that her niece, now that Lori was found guilty in this, do we think her niece Melanie is going to get arrested and charged? And will she have a trial for maybe trying to help her kill Brandon? Seems to be like it's a thing. I really think that that probably will happen. It seems like they took the time and talked about days, times, locations. Yeah, I don't see how they can't, but we'll just have to watch and see what happens, or maybe she made some sort of deal. I have to read more into it, but I will update us soon on that. And then, yeah, we'll definitely be back on the 25th to see everything. Let me see my chats really quick. Yeah, I didn't know. One of you guys were writing in the chat saying that Charles actually bought that Jeep for Tylee. That is very sad and upsetting. That did not come out in this trial or the last one, I don't think. So I wasn't aware of that. Definitely sad. So many people that were involved in all of this that are not here to tell their story and their side of what actually happened with it all. So, all right, I'm going to get off of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, Monica Cementelli's trial is coming up on June 23rd. We will be watching the sentencing. She's going to prison for life. The sisters are flying in from Canada. We definitely do not want to miss it. And then we also will be back here, like I said, July 25th for her sentencing, since it's 2 trials. It's going to be a lot of family members, a lot of people. I think it's something worth watching. So, all right. Thank you again. Talk to you later.